Stop scrolling and pay close attention, because what's happening in the crypto markets right now could define the next chapter of financial history. The signals are everywhere, and if you know how to read them, you'll see why this moment is turning into the perfect storm for an explosive altcoin season. History doesn't just rhyme, it repeats, and all the indicators point to July 7th as the ignition point for an altcoin rally that could leave even the most seasoned investors in awe. First, let's cut through the noise and focus on the data. Over the past 5 years, the Altcoin Season Index, a measure that tracks the performance of the top 50 altcoins versus Bitcoin, has formed a familiar pattern. Every June, the index bottoms out. What follows is nothing short of spectacular. The second half of the year sees altcoins rocketing upwards, outperforming even the most optimistic forecasts. This isn't just a fluke. Look back at 2017 when altcoins like Ethereum and Ripple delivered life-changing gains. Fast forward to 2021, and the pattern repeated, bringing massive returns for those who recognized the signs early. Now, in 2025, the setup is even stronger. For the first time, we're seeing a convergence of factors that could supercharge this cycle. Institutional money is flooding in through record-breaking ETF inflows, signaling that the big players are no longer on the sidelines. They're all in. Central banks, led by the U.S. Federal Reserve, are hinting at imminent interest rate cuts, which historically fuel risk-on assets like cryptocurrencies. And perhaps most significantly, we have a pro-crypto U.S. government, with policies and initiatives like the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve boosting confidence across the market. It's a rare alignment, one that comes along perhaps once a decade. Let's dive deeper into Bitcoin, the bellwether of the entire crypto space. Technical analysts are laser-focused on a classic cup and handle pattern forming on the long-term charts. This isn't just a pretty shape. Historically, this pattern has preceded some of the market's most explosive moves. The target? A jaw-dropping $230,000 per Bitcoin. Even the most conservative models, factoring in the current pace of ETF inflows, suggest a move to $117,000 is well within reach. Every day, billions in institutional capital flows into Bitcoin ETFs, with industry giants like BlackRock leading the charge. This isn't speculative retail money. It's the world's largest asset managers making a generational bet on digital gold. But while Bitcoin commands the spotlight, the real action may be happening in the altcoin arena. Solana, once known primarily for its meme coins and speculative trading, is transforming before our eyes into a market leader with real-world utility. In just 48 hours, the number of wallets holding tokenized assets on the Solana blockchain exploded from 4,000 to 33,000, a staggering 7.5x increase. What's driving this growth? Solana's lightning-fast network is now powering tokenized stocks, opening up a new era where anyone, anywhere, can own a piece of global companies with just a few clicks. This isn't hype. It's a fundamental shift in how value is created and transferred, and the numbers speak for themselves. The macroeconomic backdrop is pouring even more fuel on the fire. Recent political moves, like the Trump administration's decision to pause tariffs until August 1st, have injected a dose of optimism into global markets. Meanwhile, all eyes are on the Federal Reserve, with rate cuts expected to arrive sooner rather than later. Lower rates mean more liquidity, and when liquidity returns, it tends to flood into the highest growth, highest potential assets, crypto chief among them. At the same time, the US dollar is quietly weakening against Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies, a clear sign that investors are seeking alternatives to traditional fiat currencies. These aren't abstract theories. They're trends unfolding in real time, visible to anyone willing to look. Turning to Ethereum, it's time to recognize that this blockchain is no longer just Bitcoin's little brother. Ethereum has become the backbone of the entire Web3 movement, powering everything from decentralized finance and digital identity to next-generation gaming and global remittances. Industry leaders like Joe Lubin have gone on record, calling 2025 the year that Ethereum comes into its own as the infrastructure for the digital world. The explosion of Layer 2 solutions and the ongoing transition to proof of stake have only strengthened Ethereum's position, making it the go-to platform for developers, enterprises, and innovators alike. If you believe in a future where value, identity, and information flow seamlessly across borders, Ethereum is the foundation on which that future is being built. But the story doesn't end with the big names. Tokenized, for example, has surged 13% in response to a groundbreaking move by the United Arab Emirates, the launch of a 10-year visa program for those who stake 100,000 ton. This isn't just about investment returns, it's about unlocking new forms of sovereignty and citizenship. As governments around the world begin to recognize crypto as a legitimate asset, we're entering an era where your digital holdings could open doors to new opportunities, new communities, even new countries. Imagine a world where staking Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Binance Coin could earn you residency, tax benefits, or enhanced freedoms. It's a radical concept, but it's already starting to take shape. So what does all this mean for you? This isn't just another prediction. It's a wake-up call for anyone who's been waiting on the sidelines, hesitant to take the plunge. The combination of technical setups, institutional inflows, supportive government policy, and macroeconomic tailwinds has created a window of opportunity that may not last long. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tokenized, these aren't just speculative assets. They're at the heart of a technological revolution that's reshaping finance, governance, and society itself. If you're serious about building wealth and being part of this next chapter, now is the time to pay attention. The markets have flipped bullish, and the momentum is only building. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back from participating in what could be one of the most dynamic periods in crypto history. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just getting started, the most important thing is to stay informed. Do your research and act with conviction. The opportunities are real, the risks are real, and the rewards for those who are prepared could be life-changing. So, what's your favorite altcoin right now? Which project are you watching as the next potential breakout star? The crypto world thrives on community, so share your thoughts, your picks, and your questions. The journey is just beginning, and together, we'll navigate the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Remember, the time to go big is not tomorrow. It's not next month. It's right now. The charts are flashing green, the fundamentals are stronger than ever, and the world is waking up to the potential of blockchain technology. Don't miss your chance to be part of it. Get ready, stay sharp, and let's see where this altcoin season takes us.